Tell him, Snoop.
Vinny is a man.
Yes, no pronouns here. Vinny is still a man, but that could change. How you doing, everybody? Happy Saturday to you all. Daylight savings tonight, which it's kind of like a little placebo effect where you think that the spring is here. It'll be 30 degrees Tuesday, but you know what I mean. Rocktober, how are you, man? I love that name. Well, I just spilled my coffee, so you are going to have to give me a second. I'll be right back. That wasn't too bad, was it? I'll be right back. Thank God it didn't go all over the keyboard. Or be cursing my ass off. Let me sit, get back into the swing of things. Oh, okay. Damn it. It's always something. Now, this is when you get innovative and you take something out of the laundry because you don't feel like going into the bathroom and getting a towel again. Now, you make sure it's not black because I'm politically correct. And besides that, you make sure it's not white. I'm politically correct. Pair of underwear. So there you go. Wasn't this engaging? So how you doing, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. You see, this really hasn't had a salt spill in this coffee. Everything's doing good here. I taking my son out to the Capitol Grill tonight for his birthday. He turned 31 today. And the Capitol Grill is a really nice place. I'm looking forward to it. And it should be cool. So I got an email last night from one of my life students because of the subject matter of being able to walk away. I forgot what I said last night. You know me. It was something to do with, I don't know, getting over somebody, I think. And I'm half kidding, but you wouldn't believe it. I Did It is the title for the show because this young lady who I thought was, I don't know, 30s, 77 years of age. Now, I won't mention her name unless you want to super chat me, but I'm kidding. But she's wonderful. Elsie, well, I just told you her name. Forget the super chat. This one's for you. I won't dox you. When do you know when it's time to leave? Well, it depends. You're talking about this earth, you're talking about a relationship. I will tell you this much, Elsie, because I know you're watching. Because I got texted from you 2 seconds ago. You will know. When I was about 4, maybe 5, no, I wasn't with anybody. But I couldn't ride a bicycle. Now, I don't totally remember my father trying to teach me, but I'm sure he did. But I do remember being in this courtyard. I lived in East Rockaway, and it was like picture a square with garden apartments encompassing that whole square and sidewalks that, went around the perimeter. I remember getting on a friend's bike. I guess it was a friend's bike. Back then, you can keep the bikes outside. And it was getting dark, probably 5, 6 o'clock. And my parents were all sitting on this stoop. And I rode toward them, and I heard this afterwards. My mother said, "Oh my God, that looks like Vinny." And my father said, "It can't be Vinny. He doesn't how to ride a bike. It was me. I picked up the bike and just started riding. So you would think, I'm guessing my dad tried to teach me with all the lessons, with all of that. I just knew when it was time to pick up that bike and go. Not afraid, I guess, that I'd fall because there was no one with me. And it was kind of dark to boot. So, Elsie, you'll know. You'll know. Now, some of us put blinders on and make believe we don't know because we're afraid of the pain of leaving and what that'll do to you. It's pattern disruption. Most of us are afraid to leave somebody because we don't know where to fill that void. Hey, Ira, it's like I'll give you a perfect example because that's what I'm here for. When you get a wisdom tooth extracted, there's a gaping hole in the back of your mouth, right? Hey, Tom. Now, eventually, that gaping hole from the wisdom tooth extraction fills up. Eventually, it may not totally fill up where it was flat, but it fills up with tissue and heals. And well, that's what happens when we break up with somebody. We don't know what to put in that hole. I remember, well, that didn't come out right, but I remember when I was 21, 22, something like that. I was dating this girl. We broke up. And you know what my biggest, not fear, but who am I going to watch Hill Street Blues with now? It was on Thursday nights, Hill Street Blues. We used to watch it. That was my worry. Not, oh my God, my possible life partner. Hey, Buffalo. Yeah, I know. That was yeah, fill it. Right. Watch out, honey. The half and half is coming. So, you know, I I I just befuddled myself here. So that's what happens. You learn to fill the empty spaces. Now, you could fill it positively, bone graft, fake tooth, or you could just let that hole fill itself up. Buffalo, this is going out of line here. And you know what I mean? So when you know, Elsie, you'll know. You'll get on that bike and ride away from him, proverbially, if that's a word, right? Because I've been in situations where I knew it wasn't the same. It wasn't bad. Like the Beatles, it could have gone on for another album or two. You would have fought, but you would have had enough good moments in the studio because you love making music that would get you through. You know, it would get you through all the strands of discontent and arguing. There were still good enough moments within that relationship that it'll, you know, it's mystic oil for your gas tank when you're trying to sell your car that has lifters clicking and cylinders are bad. Yeah, you muffle the sound for 2 weeks, you sell the car and you hide. Well, that's what happens with relationships. Eventually, though, there aren't enough good moments to absorb the bad ones. And then you're left with rubble. And hopefully you're not under it. So you leave. You don't know who you're going to watch Hill Street Blues with. You don't know who you're going to call at night. I'm going to sleep. Night. You know, the love you stopped a long time ago. You know, you with each other 10 years. You're not saying love you. You know, no. That's the verbiage of flowers saying I love you. It means nothing because you know how many guys say I love you, all right, and then go to their gomad? That means nothing. Words mean nothing. Take it from me. But I will tell you this much. When you know it's over, There are different stages. It's like death. And Elsie, you are right now in the stage of not quite acceptance, but you're deliberating. You're the floor person, the foreman. Some new facts were just put into evidence, and it's kind of like, well, wait a minute, we have to re-step this now and see where we get. Most of us, if you ask us why we're leaving, probably can't even give you really can't flog a dead horse. Absolutely, Bill. I say it all the time. I could buy you, I could buy Tommy, I could buy Ira. Well, Mitch would want a car, but I could buy you all a $1 million refrigerator, solid gold. And with gold prices is probably more than that, right? You put spoiled milk in there, I guarantee you when you take it out, it's still going to be sour. I don't give a shit how expensive that refrigerator is. I don't give a shit if I buy you a $10 million stove and ask you to make me a cake. If it's a 40-minute cake, maybe 39 minutes if the heat is perfect, you're not taking it out in 10 minutes. Here, then, no. You cannot skimp with certain things. Okay? Certain things take time. Okay? You can't sing the blues when you're 18 years of age and you're Ed Sheeran. It don't work. You haven't been through anything. You just got out of high school. You have to be gruffled. You have to have gravity. You have to have a gravitas. You have to have been through things. Right? Can someone go ask Tommy, unfortunately, and Tommy has put this out there, so I don't feel that I'm overstepping. Tommy did 9 months. I did 3 weeks. Who do you think has a better sense if someone has to go ask what it's like in prison life? Me, who watched Oz for 5 seasons and did 3 weeks in Rikers because I needed a bail hearing? Or Tommy, who got up every day and he was living a life incarcerated? I was in a holding area. Not the same. You can't ask people who haven't been through it what they think. You can't sing the blues when you're 21. The blues is not your 17-year-old girlfriend cheating on you. That's not the blues. The blues is your dog dying, your wife getting cancer, your girlfriend getting cancer, and you getting cancer. That is the blues. Did I say it strong enough? We can't skip life. It takes time. I could have the greatest doctor in the world. I had this operated. I don't know if you can see the scars. You can see the scars, a little the holes there, right? I had a great surgeon. Go read about him. David Dines. He's the best in the country. Go read about him. You know what? I still can't swing a bat. And a guy that just graduated medical school could probably do the same almost surgery, and I still couldn't swing a bat. It takes time. Now, some people are better at it. David Dines is the kind of guy that if I'm at therapy after 4 months and some guy with a hack, the therapist is going to say, David Dines, a hack, because I'm going to be like up here and that guy's still going to be here. That is just the evolution of what you have to go through. So you wouldn't believe it. I didn't. That's the title. When I finally realized that it's up to me to say when there's enough, then it's enough. You can't tell me when it's enough. I may pretend that I'm listening to you, but I'm not. I'm doing what I want to do because ultimately that's what we do. I was always not a badass, but when I dated, I didn't take any shit. I'm not the greatest guy in the world. I'm not the greatest looking guy in the world. I just didn't take any shit. I felt I wasn't put on this earth to take your bullshit. Go give it to some other jerk off. Not going to be me. Maybe that was ego. And if that was ego, that was good ego. I'm glad I had that ego. I'm very glad I had that ego because I didn't take shit. And that doesn't make me a hero. Maybe I deserve shit sometimes. If you do something wrong, you deserve your wife or your girlfriend, whomever, to get into you and say, "What the fuck? You deserve it." I'm not saying you should get a free pass for everything. You shouldn't get a free hall pass for everything. But when you know it's time to go, you really know. You're trying. You're going. You're in the safe room at high school when the war's going on outside. La, 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 the safe room. Yeah, that really prepares kids. Go to your safe space. That really prepares you for life. So when your father comes home, I have cancer. What are you going to run in? La la la. Didn't happen. No, there's no auditorium in your house. No, prepare people for life. That's what's happening with this generation. You don't like it? Feelings. That's everything. Feelings. You got people running around. You got guys running around are upset all day because the Starbucks was out of a kale salad. That's not life. That's the life they want to teach you because they can control you if they have you emotional about everything. Toxic masculinity. I've never heard of such bullshit in my life. Women hate it, right? You hate it. Go on a date with a woman, stage this, have your friend make believe he's mugging her, and you stand like this. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. See if she goes out with you again. Yeah, toxic masculinity when it's appropriate and when it's convenient for their narrative. They don't want to, no. They make believe because, like, it's the same people that make, I'd never vote for Trump, and he won the popular vote. How is everyone so wrong? You know why? Because they lie to you. They're not going to admit it. You think they're going to tell you what works so they can get fucking canceled that they're voting on Trump? The hell out of here. They'll tell you anything. They'll tell you have 3 heads. They don't care. They're lying to you because no one trusts anybody anymore because you can't. Imagine in work, God forbid you say something about a BLM poster. Your best friend will turn you in, who you thought was your best friend. No, you can't take a Timothy Snell. Bibi Netanyahu. Well, you know what? I'm not going to block you, Timothy. I'm not going to. I'll tell you why. Because I've made plenty of mistakes in my life. And a mistake is coming in here with that nonsense. So I'm going to let you hang out. But I'm honestly, I'm not talking politics. And I love to talk politics. Oh, and I brought up Trump. So actually, that's my fault. Okay, so yeah, Timothy, you get that one on me because I brought Trump up. Good for you, but no more politics, please. But how you doing, man? Thank you for coming in. And you could be right. I don't know. I don't know. But I will tell you this much. This country's fucked. I don't know how we got here. I don't know how we got here. Well, I know how we got here. I just don't want to say it because I don't want to talk about politics. But I will give you this much, that a sociology professor said, you beat me on that one. Kids come out of college today. Timothy, you'll like this one. You can even originate it. Kids come out of college. They're living home because things are very expensive out there. I understand that. Your father had to take a second job on, and he's in his 40s, 50s. He's exhausted. He has chest pains. The kid wakes up in the morning, and you know what they're worried about? I saw a Timothy Snell in here. They're worried if their great-great-great-grandfather knew a slave owner. Not if dad's feeling okay and if he's going to have a heart attack and drop dead. That's what they're worried about. Now, look. Yeah. It would be nice if you didn't have a family member that knew a slave owner. I'm being honest with you. That's terrible. I'm not saying it is terrible. It's disgusting. But if you really look at it, it's like relationships. We all are just trying to survive. That's it. We have a girlfriend that doesn't pay us attention anymore. Go find another one. But don't sit and complain. Go find another one. You don't have to stay with her because you don't want to be alone. That's not a good enough reason for me. Unless you're getting out of it exactly what she's getting out of it. If you want someone to hang around with once a month, oh, that's fine. But if you're looking for more, then what are you there for? First of all, you're doing her a disservice. Let her go meet someone that she wants to be with. Maybe she'll meet someone that she wants to hang with more than once a month. That's good, right? And maybe you'll both make out for the deal, and 2 years later, 3 years later, you'll happen to see each other and you'll almost say, thanks a lot. But to hang out for no reason, nothing getting done, and only aggravation, going through the motions to me is more of a disrespect than just saying it's over. Because evidently you liked the person. Hey, Dave. Yeah, I agree with you. Hurt feelings. Well, there's no accountability anymore because you don't know where to draw the line. Um, maybe I didn't hire you not because of your color. Maybe you just suck at your job. Maybe this person's resume is better than yours. It can't all be about race. If it gets played out, even people stop. It's like enough already. I watch these sovereign citizen shows. You have African American judges that when the defendant will try to play the race card, stop with the race card. I'm a judge. I'm a judge. I became a judge. So don't tell me you can't get to where you want to go. Now listen, there was oppression more so than that. Well, now there's oppression for me. Now there's reverse racism, but I'm a white middle class guy with a few bucks. I'm the devil. I am the devil. I am hated year round, 24/7, 24/6 if you're Jewish, because it's Saturday. And that's the way it is. I'm the enemy because I can afford to pay my rent or my mortgage or whatever. And that is when socialism started to rear its head, which it does every 10 or 20 years. That's what happened. Socialism does not work. It ruins incentive, it ruins production. Why would you, if you're a sanitation worker making 80,000 a year and a doctor makes 110, why would you become a doctor? If everyone gets, let me ask you a question. If everyone gets a participation trophy, right? Problem is when you were in pre-K or you were in T-ball, everyone got a trophy. You know why? Because everyone sucked. They were 5 years old. Half the kids would run to the third base instead of first base. They all were terrible. So they all got a trophy, so they felt good. You don't do that when they're 16. Why should I go work out at 6 in the morning if the guy that's sleeping till 11 is getting the same trophy as me? I am inequity. Do you know? It's terrible, Dave. But I worked my ass off. I went to school. I worked my ass off. And I don't apologize because a lot of people do. It doesn't make me special. It's just that I did okay. I didn't do the best, but I did okay. I can afford a car. I could do things. But what happens is inequity is terrible. but DEI equals DIE. If your daughter was having a wedding, or your son, and you know that a cook got cited because everyone got salmonella at their last event, tell me you would hire them for your big occasion. And there's your answer. And this person may not have had anything to do with it. There's your answer if you're racist. If I take anyone of color and tell them, you win, I'm buying you $1 million home. Let's go look in 10 neighborhoods. Let them come back after they pick the neighborhood they're going to live in and tell me that I'm racist. Not happening. I am the enemy because I didn't wait around for a handout. I have to tell you something. I really have to tell you something. And I'm good at a few things. I suck at a lot of things. This originally was going to be about being broke and getting over it. When I got pinched, February 2011, they took $110,000 out of my house, cash. Probably $300 in safe deposit box money. Cost me $50 for not $38 for a lawyer. With fines and everything, cost me $40, $42. I was wiped out. I went to a Squeeze concert at the old Westbury Theater. Now they call it an Icon Norfolk. They change the name every fucking 10 minutes. Whatever it was. I call it the Westbury. And I bought the ticket. And I had enough money on me for, after buying the ticket, because it was a little more than I thought, scalping it. I probably had, I'm guessing now, these are just numbers I'm throwing, $125 on me, I'm guessing. And maybe it cost me $110, I think, or whatever. I was really thirsty. And I wanted to, and I got in, the ticket I bought was in that nice area that has the little club VIP thing. And it was either get a drink, and an iced tea is $7. I'm not talking about, I didn't want to have a vodka or anything. Or buy the CD of the show that was going to be available like a half hour after the show. Squeeze started doing that. They started actually recording the show and then putting it out quickly on a CD. And they were like $15 or $20. And I opted to drink water because I wanted that CD so bad of the show. As you know, I'm a Squeeze fanatic. Been waiting. I'm just reading your stuff, Rocktober. I'm not racist at all. Now I hate everybody, but I'm not racist at all. Never was. In fact, I got thrown out of Facebook for a month with BLM because I said, how come you never had Gay Lives Matter in the village when people were getting their heads busted? Threw me off for a month for that. Oh, I went a little further than that. I started cursing people out, but no, I'm not racist at all. But to me, if you're nice to me, I don't give a shit what you look like. But I made a decision walking out. I felt like the biggest loser. I was almost 50 years old. I was a guy that had 3 cars and used to carry around 5,000 on me. I made a decision. and this will never happen again. But now I had retired in 2007. I retired from stock brokerage. I still did day trading and I kept my licenses. I had to go before a board to keep my licenses because of the conviction. But I I could never go through that again. That was such a hit on my psyche. I felt castrated. I don't think I cried, but I was really upset. Like in the car, I said, "You're 49 years old. You couldn't buy a fucking CD for yourself." And hey, Miss, can't be wrong. I felt like such a loser driving all the way back the half-hour ride from Westbury, saying, 49 years old. I had to decide between a squeeze CD and a drink, and I was a guy making 5,000 a week. When it was going good, I had weeks I made 15,000, but there were weeks also I didn't make money for 4 weeks, so it averaged out about 4,000 a week. I was floored by this. I mean, people saw it. What's the matter, Ben? For days. And I don't think I ever told you this story, and if I did, it was a weak moment. But yeah, I felt terrible. I didn't believe it that I could have fallen so far. Now, it wasn't illness. I wasn't diagnosed with anything. I broke the law. I deserved it. Not saying I didn't deserve it. Thank you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. It's so nice of you to come in. Sometimes I wonder because other people go in other chats if I'm persona non grata. Trolls, persona non grata means that you're not welcome, that they're afraid to come in here. But you know, the people like you know the people that you visit, or you know what I mean, content provider. I have no problem with. I've hit those people up if there was a problem health wise or something. Um, you know, just because your paths don't cross doesn't mean you don't like people. Don't think people are talented. Your path doesn't cross for whatever reason that happened in the past. Doesn't mean you don't like them. It doesn't mean you think they're. Yeah, yeah. I have no problem with people. Yeah, I've reached out to people. Facebook, YouTube is different. It's a different fucking world. This thing, God, I'm the kind of guy. I'm being serious, and I will to anyone that knows me in real life. I'd be the first one if someone had a heart attack to fucking drive 2 hours. Are you fucking okay? Fuck the face. We'll hate each other tomorrow. You all right? That's the way I am because it's ridiculous. Now, don't get me wrong. Some things go too far, and then it's not ridiculous. Some things you just have to, you can't forgive. But no, nothing ever happened with me and people enough. Words are words to get views and shit. I know what it's about. I've been here a minute, you know, but believe me, there are a lot of people. Oh, I'm sorry. See, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. That's a very hard thing, and I'm very sorry. I didn't know. I would have certainly. I don't know how to reach out to you, but I'm very sorry. That's a terrible thing. That's a terrible thing. And oh man, I'm sorry. I hope she didn't suffer illness, and it's terrible. Yeah, we had content providers that lost a family member, and I certainly reached out. Look, it's not a joke. This is real life here. Oh, 2010. Oh, really? I'm sorry. That must be very hard. I'm sorry. That's terrible. I hope you're healing from that. And it takes time. And if you ever have to get a hold of me, I'm a life coach. If you ever have to, please, no charge. Hit me up if you need me. I certainly will be there for you. It's very hard. when we lose someone. The problem with dementia is we become selfish. We want them to stay here just so we don't have to grieve. I don't mean to relate this, but Colby, my Shih Tzu, passed away almost 2 months ago. I think tomorrow's 2 months. If you need to get a hold of me, get a hold of me. I mean it. I truly mean it. Lovethehits@gmail.com. And he was blind, couldn't hear anymore. But I wanted him here. Yes, pain is the price we pay, and we wouldn't want it any other way, miss, because that means it meant something, right, October? Usually, the first people. Now, I lost people early on. Like, I lost a friend of the family. The girl was like 12, 13. I think I told you the story of cancer, Lisa Famularo. And I was 23. My girlfriend died of an asthma attack. I dealt with death. I lost my sister at 39, my other sister 9 years ago at 54. My parents, my father was turning 60, 59. He just turned 59. My mother was 60. I've lost a lot of people. In fact, everyone in my family, when I was like 58, 59, I started worrying because it seems like no one made it. But we do what we can. But with dementia, we want that spark so badly. Like, we want them to, and I'll tell you how I know. I've never dealt with anybody close up with dementia. But my brother-in-law, who passed in December, a week before Christmas, his wife was my sister, who died at 39, like 17, 18 years ago. He had a heart attack at 35. Anoxia to the brain. His short-term memory was shot. He remembered me, but in the beginning, he was in a facility for like a year. And I'd see him and he'd smile and go, "Hey, pal," like he always did before he was sick. There he is. He knows me. You want so bad. You want so badly for them to still be in there. You pray for that. Yeah, that's what it is, miss. Right. You see a glimmer. There's always a look. Even a candle when it's going out, like kind of like it's still right. The wick still has a little glow to it. Wait, oh, it's still kind of lit. Yeah, that's the thing, miss. You really, I don't know if it's for us or them. Like, if you're more happy that they remember you because you don't have to be sad. It's scary. Dementia is a terrible thing. It really is. Alzheimer's, anything with that. And I'm so sorry, and I hope your family's getting better. Well, when my mother passed, she had cancer, and it had gone to her brain, they think. And she called me Sandy, her brother. And he was still alive at the time. And I remember going to see her the last time. My son was about 5, and I was going out to take him to an Islander game. I don't know how I got tickets for the Islanders. I'm a Ranger fan, and my mother was out on Sunrise Highway at a hospice, and my son didn't want to go in the room because it smelled like a hospital, although it was a hospice, like a nursing facility. The last chance saloon when you're dying. And my mother is doing this hard with the shoulder, like going, like, I don't know if she's asking God to take her. I don't know. I don't know if she became Muslim. I don't know what was happening. But she looked over to the doorway and went, "There." She saw me. So she knew it was me. To me, that is like the story, I got to bring the Beatles up, of Paul McCartney when he said the only thing that gets him through when John Lennon got murdered was that they had kind of patched things up. Where the last couple of phone calls they had, it was, "Oh, what are you doing? Baking bread, feeding the cats. How's Sean?" He has that to remember. I have that to remember, that hopefully my mom did remember me, and she passed away the next morning. And I remember uh, feeling like an orphan because my dad had been gone for 5 years, almost five. Your older brother disowned your ma, and I know your brother passed right at 48. Uh, yeah, I'm sorry about that, Rock. Well, you know what? The only thing you can do is realize this is life, right? Family is family. All the warts. Look what Miss is going through, Missy. And I'm serious. If you need to get a hold of me, because I took, well, let's see, I took 89 and a half hours of study for the life and health coaching. And about 7 hours is for grieving. But I'm okay with that. So if you really need to contact me, but obviously no charge for you. Because I actually have like 18 students now that I see once a week, but no charge for you. If you need, honestly, I'm being dead serious. Contact me. I don't care when. Uh, it's rough. It's rough, and it does help to talk. It helps to talk. It helps. It's not that misery enjoys company. At that point, it's you don't want to feel alone, stranded on a desert island. You want to know that someone else is still alive on another desert island because that means you could still be living if they're still living. And you just ask, how long have they been there? Oh, well, if I'm only here 3 months and they're a year, at least I got another 9 months here. That's the way we think. It helps to talk because it keeps them alive. My father died. My son was like 15 months old. I swear, my son thinks he remembers my father because I showed him pictures. I told stories. And my son swears, "Oh, I remember that." He couldn't have remembered it. We keep them alive. And I wouldn't want it any other way. I want to feel the pain. When you're working out, do you want to feel pain? Yeah, yeah. You don't love it, but yeah, I must be getting big. I must be getting bigger. It's it's a sign that the action that you are involved in is in fact working. The more you miss them, obviously, the more entrenched they were either in your daily activity or in your psyche. Now, when we're 17 and our girlfriend breaks up with us and we feel we'll never get over this, I'll never love again, because that's what you do at 17. That's why at 17, 18, 19, they put you on the front line because in the war, everybody at the 18 is, "Oh, I'm going to kill them all," where the guy at 24 who has the fiance home is hiding in the back, hoping he gets his next leave and gets out of that war. Too much to prove when you're young. So at 17, we don't understand because we haven't been through it. I'll give you an example. You have pictures all over the house. Yes, good. Missy, that's what you have to do. Vin, can you life coach me to be a stud and be absolutely irresistible to Octavia and Carlos? I speak Octavia. I just graduated. It took 4 years. Carlos, I haven't seen around. Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. Oh, I'm sorry. That's terrible. Oh, I'm so sorry. How old was he? if you don't mind me asking. Yeah, Octavia's. Well, let me tell you something about Carlos. I don't know Carlos. He came on my show a few times 5 years ago. When I was having problems with a couple of content providers, Carlos never would talk negative about me. He never did. So I always have that respect for Carlos. He really was a stand-up guy with me, and I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay. 42. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm so sorry. Um, you always hear these little anecdotes when you're young. Yeah, Carlos is a good dude. And he had some story. I remember he was telling me a story about being strapped to a chair in a basement. And yeah, no, he was a great interview. He was a cool guy, and he was very I really looked up to him when a couple of content providers that I wasn't getting along with, and he wouldn't talk bad about me. It was very nice of him, actually. It would have been easy for him to do it. He didn't owe me anything. That shows you about someone's character. He was always solid with me too. Like I said, I haven't seen him in a long time. I hope he's okay. But look, if someone doesn't hurt me, w- yeah, he was chained up on a chair in a basement. A drug deal went bad or something, and I totally believe him. Yeah, you should ask him the story. It was an amazing story. It was scary just listening to it. Yeah, well, you know what? That's okay, Missy. People talk crap, but there are degrees to it. You know what I mean? Like the people that you talk crap about, I'm sure you don't want to hear they have cancer tomorrow. It's like, I don't like them, but I don't want them to die. Yeah, I believe that, Missy. I do. But getting back to Sarah, Sarah, I'm so sorry. And you hear these anecdotes when you're young. A parent should never have to bury a child. And my son turned 31 today. I have to tell you, Sarah, I am so sorry. And I never can imagine the pain. Now, I'm guessing you're in your 60s or early 70s. Um, that's a terrible thing, Sarah. And like I said, Sarah, I do life and health coaching. I'm certified. I will put my email. If you need me, contact me. I will certainly help you. That's my email, Sarah. If you need me, contact me. No charge. It's funny. I do it for a business, and that's why I don't make any money. I have 18 students, and like 15 of them pay me because the other three I just don't worry about. Uh, but if you need me, please, Sarah, I'd be there for you. I promise I will. Uh, I can only imagine, Missy, that pain, Sarah. The only thing I could tell you is if you want to come in here, you don't have to. I don't need the view that bad, even though you would look at my channel. I do, but no, because you could hit me up. You don't have to be in here for me to help you. Um, you know, I'm telling you, I know I have 7,600 subscribers. I never bought one. I'll tell you what my personality is. People probably watch my show and say, I can do without his nonsense, but I'll give him a sub. Maybe it helps him. He makes a dime on it. That's what I think. I think people think he's all right. I don't feel like listening to him, but I'll give him a sub. That's what happens. No one ever unsubs me. I guess I'm like in between, you know? I'm like a really good bench player, but if you put me in the starting lineup after 2 weeks, you'll see my warts. That's probably it. Missy, give me Put your link in there. I'll put it up. Oh, okay. So you're 64. I'm good at math. Uh, Sarah, you're young. I graduated in 79. I graduated when I was 3 years old. Um, but yes, Sarah, please, I implore you. Trolls, implore means beg. Uh, Definitely hit me up because I do have. Listen, I'm not saying I can listen to you, and I certainly would be there to listen to you and try my best if you needed something. But yeah, drop your link in here, miss, so I can put it up. I will tell you this much: losing a child. The problem with losing a child, you're very welcome, Sarah. That pain is probably like unlike any other pain. You see, to me, you lose your parent, even a spouse, but it's a little different. Apples and oranges, but it's still fruit. Losing a child is a vegetable. It's not a fruit. There's nothing to compare it to. But definitely put your link in here, miss, so I could put it up. Um, it's a pain that we don't have any reference point, unless, God forbid, you lost two children. That's why in Ireland, why you don't know how to, or you'd rather not, miss? Because then I'll look for you and I'll do it. Oh, okay. What is the name of your channel? What's the name of your channel, miss? Okay, let me look. And also, if anybody's seen Joe Cotrain, I swear it's worse than Jimmy Hoffa. I'm so worried about him. Okay, Joe is a friend of mine. I haven't heard from him. I don't know what happened to him. I left messages. I'm really worried about him. It's Miss Can't Be Wrong, Missy. Let me look. I'm looking for it. Let me try it again. I am the worst at this shit. Oh, there we go. I actually think I got it. Let's see. I think that's you. I think I did it. That should be it. So everyone click and subscribe. Please do that for her. She's a nice woman. Yeah, you should. You should do more show. I would love to. You should do a show, live shows. That's a nice Mustang. I never knew if you were a woman or a guy. I honestly never knew. A long time ago, I thought you were Joe Shinebox, to be honest with you. Joe's a good guy. Oh, I don't know, Patty. I don't know. Is he really? Okay. Yeah, I never knew. I never knew. I'll tell you. You know why I thought you were Joe Shinebox in the beginning? Yeah, Joe's a great guy. Yeah, I've been to his house and everything. Joe, he loves the song Little Miss Can't Be Wrong." And when all the shit was happening with MobTube, I he came in to a show with that name because he was originally 18th Avenue or Joe 18th Avenue or something. And yeah, Joe is a sweetheart. He is one of the nicest people. Yeah, it's a great song. But oh, Joe's a good man. He's a good guy. We know a lot of the same people. The guy from Brooklyn, Ali Shades, he's good friends with Butchie, his son. I go back. My family is very good friends with Ali Shades. But Joe's just a good guy. Very good guy. Never hurt anybody. Isn't it terrible nowadays when someone really good is, oh, he never hurt you, right? That's what you have to go by. Oh, he never backed it. Yeah. Terrible. But yes, definitely hit me up. And good luck with your channel. I never knew. I will actually, I have to subscribe now. I did everything but subscribe to the damn thing. And I just subscribed. Oh, Jesse Roth. I like Jesse. I like Jesse. Oh, that's great. Yeah, you shouldn't. It's not worth it. Jesse's very nice. I get a kick out of Jesse Roth. Jesse's a nice person. Oh yeah, Missy, I had content. This isn't lately. This is like 2 years ago. The guy has 25, 30,000 subscribers and asked me if I wanted to stage a phony war. Joe's like 6'2", 240, 250. Joe's a big guy, muscular. Yeah, Jesse has a good sense of humor. But growing slow is the right way to do it. It's the right way. You don't want all that drama. It's just not worth it. It really isn't worth it. I'm too old for it. I have to tell you, if I was 40 and hey, did I? No. And the funny thing is, Missy, people that know me in real life will tell you I'm very capable of it because I don't do it as a joke. If I'm doing it, you're my enemy and you're going to be treated like my enemy. And I'm going to make sure I win. That's why, like, people would say, well, you could ask Joe about me, Joe Shinebox. because I'm not talking. I'm doing it. And I don't want to get in trouble at this age because I know what I'll do. It's not worth it. Yeah, well, it's not worth getting to that point at this age. About a year and a half ago, my friend Mitch in here was on the Grand Central. Someone cut me off. I cut the guy off, got out of the car. Two guys, I put my hand through his fucking window, tried to drag him by the fucking hair out of his car. I could have got shot. No, I have a very bad temper, and that's why I don't get involved, because you catch me on a bipolar moment. Yeah, not good. That's why I don't get involved. It's not worth it. It's that wasn't worth it. I could have got shot. I should have got arrested. They had every right. They would have been absolutely right. I would have said to the judge, I kind of deserved it. I did. I did deserve it. Who the fuck am I to do that? Even though, so I just give them the finger back. I don't pull them out of the car. But yeah, because I still think I'm 30. That's the problem. But oh, I'm sure I would have, didn't I? Like if I were ever a cop, before roll call, I would have got thrown off the force. Before roll call, I would have got thrown off the force. Yeah, I would have been. I know, didn't I? I don't condone that behavior. I was very embarrassed of it. You don't do that. No reason to. You know? Yeah, in Florida too, people carry guns. Oh, Danae, if I were a teacher, forget about it. I'd be laughing in people's faces. It's terrible. And I wouldn't do it on purpose. You know, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. It's just that, yeah, people push you, Missy, the wrong way. And it's someone close to me, older than me, saw someone talking about me 4 years ago and was going to actually send people to the house. And these are real people. And this person told me, either you're getting off YouTube or you're not getting involved in it. And that's why I totally withdrew myself. Oh my God, really? Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Look, some people really push you. They do. But losing it, you could lose a lot more. Oh, Danae, yeah. Yeah, my son is a very good kid. He takes totally after his mother's side. But thank God. If he found the wallet, he'd be knocking on every door trying to find out whose it was. I'd be in Best Buy. So everyone, thank you so much for coming in. Join Missy's channel. I'm going to check it out. And God bless you all. It was very nice of you to come in here and hang out. It really was. Sarah, if you need me, I'm there. And one day at a time. And I will see you guys soon. Take care, everybody.